Damon Bruce here. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's the NBA served to you weekend style. It's the Miami Heat facing off against the Denver Nuggets. It's off to Denver we go. Let's get the call by Kevin Harlan alongside analyst Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
And the players getting reacquainted prior to the tip. A pretty loose atmosphere out there. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Heat, Anthony Carter is out there with ABC. They've got Mourning. He knows how to come up with the big plays in the big games, the rebounding, the inside scoring, and that looming presence. And it's Brown in at the 4 slot. And for the Nuggets, and it's McDyess in at the 4 spot.
You know, the high-octane offense and the up-tempo brand of basketball the Nuggets played really was quite effective in being able to kind of dominate Eastern Conference teams.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Carter outside. Pulls up. Rebounded by McLeod. Well, and back to the Nuggets. They did well against the East, as you alluded to, Clark. They were 19-11, Steve, against the conference as a whole.
Well, that's right where they wanted to be record-wise, Kevin. And even though the Nuggets got out and ran, you know, they could actually still play with a physicality as well when they went up against the East. So they did pretty well. They swept the entire Central Division. They were the only team to go undefeated against an individual division all last year.
Here's Mashburn. Gets an open look and hits. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. There's the pass to McLeod. Billups, a screen on Carter. They set the pick. The kick out to Billups. 5 on the clock. He passes to McLeod. Pulls up from the corner. That's good. Now here is Carter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Miami's head coach. I asked him about the challenge of defending this team, and he said, quote, it really comes down to their awareness offensively. They don't take a lot of bad shots or make those kind of mental errors. And that puts the pressure on us to be just as efficient. We've got to value our possessions so we can match them shot for shot. Gentlemen, back to you.
And Doris, thank you so much. And guys, how do you view coach's strategy in terms of limiting those shooters?
I think he's got the right idea. I mean, you've got to make the shooters as uncomfortable as possible.
Well, that's easier talk than walk, Steve. I mean, they rarely get rattled. They shoot with such great composure, even under the most intense defensive pressure.
And here's Carter after the three-pointer from Alexander. Here's Mashburn, and that one's good. Mashburn's got his second bucket.
Boy, he's looked great so far, right from the opening tip. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
Billups kicks to Alexander. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Clock at 6. Billups up top. And it's Miami with the rebound. Carter off a pick from Mourning. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
to McCloud. He kicks it to Billups. Another three for Denver. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Carter off a bit from Mourning. Here's Mashburn. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Mashburn's got 9. The Nuggets trail by 4. Outside Billups. There's the dish to McDice. Back to Billups. Just 5 to shoot. It's up a 3. Denver the rebound. And Miami making a change here. Van Exel against Hardaway. Cloud passes to Van Exel. 6 to shoot. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Mashburn. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Guys, he's extremely difficult to cover on the low block. He's skilled, he's got a lot of moves he can go to, and he keeps the defense off balance.
You know, something else with him, you can't forget about his skill as a pull-up shooter. I mean, you give him too much room, and he won't hesitate for a second to raise up and spray you with that J.
The first one falls.
Well, what a series it was in the finals a year ago. Such great basketball. 2 teams that like to play up-tempo. And I'll tell you, the Spurs had Miami. They had the series in the bag. They were 1 play away from wrapping it up in Game 6, but the miracle comeback from the Heat that led to the Game 7 victory and another title for the Miami Heat.
Both good from the line that time. Clark, it was interesting because the games themselves weren't particularly close through the first half of the series, but things started to get really tight when they left San Antonio after Game 5.
How about that, Kevin? You talk about things tightening up. We had a game for the ages in Game 6. 28.6 seconds to go. The Spurs +5. Miami needed a miracle, and they found it in the form of timely three-point shooting and got some help from the San Antonio Spurs missing some free throws.
The Game 6 was about as intense an NBA game as you'll ever see.
Oh, it was off the charts. Absolutely fantastic.
Kicks to Van Exel. Number 9, defended by Walters. And the basket by Van Exel.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Here's ABC. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. There's the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. ABC's got his first 3 points of the game.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Number 9, defended by Walters, and a missed layup.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
Unloads, and it's Miami with another.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And there's the feed to Posey. No good with the triple. The Heat have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Mashburn. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Mashburn's got 13.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Posey with it, covered by Thorpe. Posey, no luck.
I'm not sure about that shot, guys. The defense really all over him.
Hardaway passes to Walters. Back to Hardaway. Here's ABC. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Van Exel. The Nuggets with another miss. The Heat leading by 11. Left side Hardaway. It's blocked. Number 9, defended by Walters. To the paint, here's Gatling, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession, and the Heat making a change here. .46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Van Exel. He's guarded closely. To halt the run. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Warnings checked in for Thorpe.
Well, I tell you what, the Nuggets turned that Pepsi Center into their own personal fortress last season. Had the best record at home in the league. Nobody could run with them when the game was played at the Pepsi Center.
In that home record of the Nuggets, you mentioned Clark, 38-3. Been a long time since someone has been able to put up a home record like that, Steve. Pretty impressive.
Well, it's always been difficult for teams to go to Denver and play at high altitude. And then you factor in all the back-to-backs. And the fact that the airport is a long way from Denver. They're in a different time zone than a lot of teams in the West. So throw all that stuff together, and it's tough to roll in there, arrive 3 or 4 in the morning, and try to win the next night. Denver really taking advantage of their geographical area.
4 seconds left. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Heat lead by 11. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's up. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade and are looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Pass to Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Billups. Trying his luck deep, and it's Miami with the rebound.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
The pass to Bowen. Here's Alexander, and it's off from three-point range. They set the pick. Dishes it to Marley. And he uses the glass on the layup. Marley's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Heat.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to fight over the top of that.
Pass to Alexander. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Passes it to Bowen. From 18 feet away. Good. Alexander's got 5. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and The ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
And Miami making a change here. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And back to the Heat in their play on the road. 29 wins for them as the visiting side, and that was in another category compared to every other team in the league. Steve, nobody else really even came close.
No, nobody did, and I'll tell you what, when they went on their huge winning streak, it wasn't like they did it all at home. In fact, 13 of those 27 games during their winning streak were on the road, and that's not easy to do.
Denver on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The Nuggets trail by 11. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Gets it down to single digits. Billups has got 6 points. Miami's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Carter outside. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDyess. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Alexander passes to Billups. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. The rebound by Marley.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Leonard defended by McLeod. Marley kicks to Carter. From deep. The Heat making a switch here. The Nuggets trail by 8. Billups, a screen on Marley. Back to Billups. Here's the 3. There's the bucket. Good. Billups has got 9 points.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Carter dishes to Marley. Back to Carter. Here's Mashburn. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Outside, Billups. McDyess, a screen. Billups goes in. He passes to McLeod. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. No good. And Miami the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now Carter. And Billups over to help. Here's Mashburn. Rejected by McLeod. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Carter with it. Billups picks him up defensively. Brown the pass to Carter. He dishes it to Marley. Back to Carter. Carter right side. Marley. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. McLeod passes to Billups. McDyess. He's covered by Brown. There's the screen. Double team on Billups. From beyond the arc. And another miss by Denver.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Brown sets a screen for Carter. Doubled by McDice. Here's Marley. Back to Carter. Shot on the wing. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
Van Exel with it. 5 points in the game. ABC's checked in for Miami. Hardaway with the steal. And he finishes the break with a lay-in.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about two former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
A good one brewing there.
Van Exel passes to McLeod. Clock at 6.
Right here, back door.
There's the pick. Beyond the arc. And that one's good. He's got 5.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Thorpe with a screen on Van Exel. Hardaway passes to Walters. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. 8 points for ABC.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
McLeod passes to Van Exel. And the basket good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Miami leading by 8. Outside Hardaway. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Van Exel passes to McLeod. No good with the layup. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Heat up by 8. We'll have the start of the third quarter for you shortly. But first, it's the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us at halftime. We got a terrific game going on at Pepsi.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. The Nuggets trail by 8. And the pass to Alexander. And the 3-ball is good. Alexander's got the first basket of the second half here for Denver.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Carter with it. Now guarded by Alexander. It's Brown on the wing. Carter outside. 6 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. Gets the bucket. Carter's got 5 points so far.
A nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
Outside Billups. Here's Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. Miami leading by 7. Here's Mashburn. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Carter's got 3 assists in the game. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Right side Billups. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Mashburn, who's guarded by Billups. Doubled by Alexander. Here's Mashburn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 10.
And while it wasn't the biggest win streak of the season, the Nuggets did have a pretty good rampage of their own from the end of February into March. And because it happened when the Heat were doing what they were doing, the Nuggets kind of flew under the radar.
Billups off the pit for McDyess. And Billups, here we go. Tries from the block. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific one-on-one scorer. Able to break down defenders and make something out of nothing.
Yeah, it's really a nice blend of balance and creativity. He puts you on your heels, stops on a dime, and he can drain it on you before you recover.
Well, as you said, the Nuggets put together their big 15-game winning streak. But, you know, Steve, since it happened, when the Heat rattled off their big push, nobody really even seemed to notice.
That's right. It might have worked out in their favor anyway, Kevin, because, you know, that win streak really kind of put them into high gear and allowed them to climb into the 3rd spot in the West. Probably was nice not having the media focused on them and wanting to talk to them every day about what was happening in the Western Conference.
Denver on D. They trail by 7. Here's Mashburn, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Only 3 teams in the entire Eastern Conference had a better than 500 record against the West, and no surprise the Heat were one of those 3, and they were dominant against Western Conference opponents all year long.
Clark, adding on to what you were saying about the Heat versus the West, they ended up 25-5, which is incredible, Steve, given how many tough teams that are in the Western Conference.
That's amazing, Kevin. They had a better record against the West than they did against the East in terms of their winning percentage. So I think that speaks to just how motivated Miami was when they went out on the road to the West in particular to really show everybody how good they were.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Some thought the Nuggets might be a dark horse team to get to the Western Conference Finals last season, but they didn't even get out of the first round. They lost to the Warriors, a very good Warriors team, in 6 games.
Billups attacking. Number 9, defended by Walters. 6 to shoot. No good from Alexander. Miami leading by 9. And going back to that series, Clark, I think it was easily one of the most exciting series of the first round, but the Nuggets knew they would have an uphill battle when they dropped game 2 at home. You know, Steve, they looked like they missed Gallinari in some of those games, obviously.
Well, I think anytime you're down a three-point shooter, it makes it very difficult, particularly in the playoffs when teams can sit back and pack the paint. So I thought that was what that series showed, is that in the postseason, the best three-point shooting team often has a big advantage, and the Warriors clearly were much better from beyond the arc.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Outside, Billups. Pass to Alexander. Launches a 3. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got 3 assists in the game. Carter outside. On the wing, Brown. Heat moving the ball around. Tries a 3. And it's Carter missing. The Nuggets trail by 8. And here is Billups. 12 points for him. Feeds to McDyess. Passes it to Alexander. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Heat. ABC's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pass to Brown. He kicks it to Carter. And there's the pass to Walters. Doubled by Alexander. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a new group in for the Heat. Denver's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. The dish to Van Exel. Pass to Rogers. Backing him down. Tries it from 9. Good. The Heat leading by 6. Passes it to Bowen. Here's ABC. There's a screen. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Shot's good. ABC's got 11 points.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Now here's Van Exel. Defended by Walters. The pass to McCloud. Another 3 for Denver.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
For Miami, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Walters. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 13 points in the game.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Down low. There's the block. And they get it back. Rogers passes to McCloud and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
And the first one at the line is good. And Miami making a change here. Both free throws good from McCloud. Miami leading by 6. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
For Miami, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
While not as dominant on defense as they were a year before, the Heat still were tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you could see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to defensively, so they always managed to get the key stop when they needed it.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
55 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Van Exel, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And when you're coming off a title like the Heat are, there is, a natural tendency to cruise. But, Clark, you said this, and Steve, I'm sure you want to comment on it. They can turn it up in a hurry.
Well, there's just so much athleticism on this team that if they want to press you in the half court, they usually can force turnovers. And if not, they can also sit back and play a more straight-up defensive style and be very effective that way as well.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 7-foot shot. You know what? Some solid defense from Bowen.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Van Exel passes to Bowen. Back to Van Exel. From outside the arc. That's good. Van Exel's got 10 points. Here's Mashburn, rejected by Bowen. And it's good. Hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
You're right. I think he got it off. But anytime it's as close a call as that was, in a big situation like this, it's always smart to take a closer look.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And, Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting...
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. The Heat leading by 8. Marley passes to Walters. Mashburn is guarded by Billups. Mashburn, and another basket for Miami.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Van Exel kicks to Alexander. The feed to McDice. Dishes it to Van Exel. No one near him. It goes straight through with the swish.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Mashburn is guarded by Billups. 17-foot shot on the way.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Alexander passes to McDice. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And Billups, here we go, kicks it to Clark. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Heat making a switch here. That one misses for Clark. Miami leading by 6. Marley dishes to Hardaway. The screen from Brown. Here's Mashburn. Rebound by the Nuggets. Clark's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Alexander passes to Clark. Lets it go from deep. And Thorpe pulls it down. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws. And the first one drops. And the Nuggets making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Well, to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line. And I think the lead they've built here, guys, is in large part due to what they've done on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a plus 10 advantage in rebounds, and they've been in total control of the backboards.
Denver calls timeout. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Phillips kicks to Van Exel. He passes it to McLeod. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gatling, and count it from 19 feet away. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Thorpe with a screen on Van Exel. Now here's Hardaway. He feeds it to Marley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mashburn. Kept alive. Here's Thorpe. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
The Nuggets trail by 10. McLeod. He's guarded by Marley. He dishes it to Van Exel. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rogers. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
In the second half, they've made more of an effort to get it inside, and I like that. Be intentional. Be direct. Be aggressive. Force that ball in the paint.
And Miami making a change here. That free throw good from Rogers. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Carter kicks to Mourning. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
So it's Denver now. 9-point game. Outside, Phillips. Alexander defended by Carter. Passes to McLeod. Shot clock at 5. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Carter outside. On the wing, Marley. Mourning with the screen. Carter for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Outside, Phillips. Now the pass to McLeod. McDice a screen. No good from McLeod.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
The Nuggets trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Boy, they've really won the battle of the boards in this one, Kevin.
And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Denver calls timeout. And you're right, their ability to get the rebound, a big help here.
Always a big help, and because of that effort, they're going to win going away.
On defense, the Heat. Outside, Billups. In transition, here comes Miami. Mourning dishes to Carter. Back to Mourning. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. That free throw good for Mourning. And both free throws good for Mourning. The Nuggets trail by 13. Pass to McLeod. Feeds it to Billups. Pass to McLeod. Billups kicks to Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the drought. And he gets the jumper to drop. The Heat leading by 11. And the Heat call time here.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
And Miami has possession. They lead by 11. Doubled by McLeod. On the wing, Marley. 6 to shoot. And it's Carter penetrating. Here's Brown. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play. Free throw good from Brown. 1:44 left in the fourth. Billups kicks to Alexander. Back to Billups. Billups off the bit from McLeod. LaFrentz. He's guarded by Mourning. 6 on the shot clock. Shot high post. No good from Alexander. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
.106 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morning. He's covered by McDice. Brown trying to free himself up. Morning's shot is good. Morning's got 6 here in this quarter.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style. A beat down the entire way.
McLeod passes to Billups. The pass to McLeod. Lets the 3 fly, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. Koshwal up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.